Hey, what's up guys and gals? It's the Tyrant here, back with another episode of Dino Fights. And yes, I know we just had our series premiere on Thanksgiving Day, but we've had a breaking development in Jurassic World, the game. I just had to get this out to you guys. The new prehistoric monster known as Titanoboa has now been introduced into the game in the form of a tournament. That's right, Titanoboa, the largest snake species ever recorded, both either alive or extinct. To give you a little background information on this monster, it lived in what is now known as northern Colombia about 50 to 60 million years ago, back in the Paleocene period of time. If you're not familiar with that time period, it directly followed the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction level event. The Titanoboa was thought to be, it is about 50 feet long from the tip of its nose to the tip of its tail, and it's thought to be the apex predator of its ecosystem. I mean, seriously, how could it not be? It's a 50-foot boa. So yeah, I mean, people have been waiting for the snake for a long time. It was in Jurassic Park Builder, so now we get to see the new next-gen graphics in Jurassic World. You know, so I'm really excited about this. And this also gives me the opportunity to show you what the tournament system is like in this game. So if we want to achieve this prize, that means that you have to get the top 1% in terms of victories. This is a PvP battle event. There are different brackets that you have to be able to get in. The top one is the top 1%. What I don't know is if you're able to get that top 1%, if you can continuously build them in your lab afterwards, or if you have to be #1 in the world. Fun fact, twice in this game now, I've been able to be #1 in the world for 2 tournaments. The first tournament was for Dimetrodon. For those of you who don't know, that is a small carnivorous creature. And the other one was Eulops, which is an amphibian. And so I was able to get #1 in the world there, and so I was able to continuously build in my lab afterwards. So I don't know if I have to get the absolute top, or if it's just the top 1%. And if I just get the top 1%, if I just get that card pack and I get, you know, a one-time Titanoboa, or if it'll let me keep building them. So I'm not entirely sure. But even still, this is going to be some stiff competition here, because this is a highly sought out ancient reptilian. People have been waiting for it since the game came out. And so I know it's not going to be easy, but my goal today is to actually try to run through these tournaments with you and to get to that top 1%. Now, the trick is you actually have to hold that position in the top 1% all the way till the end of the tournament. And this is not going to be easy. So today I'm going to be using an army of my dinosaurs to try to at least break that initial 1%. And so we can keep it there. I'm going to give you some tips along the way to try to teach you, if you're going to play this game, how you can compete effectively in these tournaments. And if you're a huge dinosaur fan like I am, this is a game that you're going to want to get. It's a mobile game. It's free to download. You can get it on iOS or Android. Really, I've been playing this game for about 6 months now. I didn't know about it before, to be honest with you. And, you know, it's not a money where you really need to spend any of your real life money. Achieving your goals is fairly easy as long as you have the patience for it. And so I'm going to give you some tips today on how to do it. Now, first of all, you can see the timer. We have about 1 minute and 30 seconds until the tournament starts. You want to get started right away before people have a chance to flood it. So that's going to be a big thing right there. And you want to get as far as you can during that first initial period, because the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to get on top and stay on top. Staying on top doesn't just mean beating your opponents. You also have to get a certain amount of points. And as people keep getting more points, the harder it is to get to that position. So you want to keep up with it. Once you initially get to that 1%, check in about every 6 hours or so, at least every 8 hours, and just to see where you are, and battle it out a few times so you can just maintain that position. So we're going to get started. Also, one other thing, you want to start with some of your lower dinosaurs. You don't want to go straight to the top, because the more powerful a dinosaur is, the longer it takes to recharge the dinosaur to use again, unless you want to use Dinobucks as your speed up. Unfortunately, Dinobucks is what I consider the quote-unquote premium currency here. And if you want more Dinobucks, you have to pay real-world money, which I don't want to do. I'm probably one of the few people who actually post these videos, with the exception of a couple who doesn't cheat on this game, who hasn't like jailbroken their iPhone device or any of their devices for that matter and hacked it. I actually play this legitimately. So we got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, One. All right. So, whoa, 7 days. Okay, so I've got to maintain the position for 7 days. We're going to go ahead and get this started. So that's our grand prize. As you can see, we're in the top 100% right now, obviously. So we need to start low here. Now, it's always good to go with dinosaurs of different types. You want to go with 3 different types. Otherwise, if someone else gets dinosaurs opposite of you, then you could be in real trouble. So we're going to go with Untitled, Allosaurus, and Sarcosuchus to start. So we have a herbivore, a carnivore, and an amphibian. So fortunately, okay, he's got 2 carnivores, and it looks like a herbivore as well. So we might actually have a decent chance here. Now, he's already got the upper hand on me, and that's okay. I'm going to use this dinosaur to just go ahead and build up my points. So we have 3 options here. One is attack, one is defend, and one is to save a turn. You can stack as many as 4 at a time, which can give you a total attack of 8. And so he could have taken me out right there, but he didn't. So basically, I'm just going to stack this as much as I can. That way my next dino, because I know this guy isn't going to make it anyway. Poor Untisaurus. I'm hoping he uses all 4 of his attacks, which... So we got 7 now. I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and put 3 there. Always use 4 on reserve if you can. And so we already got 2 hits in. It's not going to do a ton of damage. Took a little over 50% of his health. But... So let's see if he uses all 7 of his attacks. Wow, 5. He only needed 1. All right, so that means he can have a maximum of 2 shields saved up at this point. So I can easily finish him off with my Allosaurus here. It should only be 3. I'm going to put 1 shield up. Or we'll go ahead and do 4. Okay, that ended up being a good move. All right, so we got 1 down. We're 2 on 2 at this point. I have a maximum... stack ability, so he could take me out again with 5 if he wants to at this point. But he's got Ceratosaurus. Oh, that's my 3rd favorite dinosaur. Oh, I don't want to hurt Ceratosaurus. We're going to go ahead and get our amphibian out so we have the upper hand here. And we're going to do 5 just in case. That ended up being a very good move. We had just enough to take him out. We have 2 in reserve, so we can actually have a attack stacked up to 6. Fortunately, he has a very weak dinosaur remaining, which is just the Stegosaurus. It's a low-level Stegosaurus, level 1. Yikes. So, and part of the reason why I was glad I did that is because now, again, I have the upper hand, carnivore versus herbivore. So that means my attacks are automatically higher. We're just going to finish him off. And that's all it is. We won the first battle. Check it out. Now, I love these tournaments because it gives you a chance to earn a lot of loyalty points, which are hard to get. You can use it to purchase other creatures. Special creatures, and so you definitely want to get as many of those as you can. We have a wheel that we get to utilize every single time. Look at that, we're already in the top 25%. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel right here. I apologize if you hear an ambulance in the background. There were a lot of stupid people who live in this area. Sorry. Oh, no! Oh, man, so I had an opportunity right there. Oh, I almost got Titanoboa. Oh, I was 1 away. How could that happen? Okay, so just to let you know, I've actually heard about this before where someone managed to actually get the grand prize twice simply by just doing the tournaments. And, oh my gosh, he said that every time he got it, the game would quit out. So I don't know if it's rigged or what the deal is here. So we're going to keep going. We're at the top 25%. We're off to a good start already. Again, I apologize for that ambulance. I live in a very crowded area where people do a lot of stupid things. So nothing on the EMS, guys. Thank you for your service, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, we're off to a... well, I think he's probably going to... So he's got level 1s. I don't know how this is going to turn out, though. He's already... Okay, so... All right, again, the best thing you can do, especially if you know you're going to lose the first battle, is just to continuously stack attacks. That way, when your next guy comes in, it should be pretty easy just to go ahead and finish him off, especially if you have someone who just does straight up attacks all the time. So yeah, he went ahead and used all of his turns right there. So my next guy, I already know what he has. He doesn't have any defenses at this point. So yeah, my guy here should be able to take him out in probably 3 attacks. And we're going to go ahead and stack them up. So 3, let's see if it does the trick. This guy has 3 carnivores, so this kind of puts me at a disadvantage because I didn't have any amphibians this time around. So that would have really helped us out a lot. It's usually not a great idea to have 3 of one type, just to kind of give you a heads up there. And now I only have a plant eater left going up against 2 other carnivores, so that's not your ideal situation to be in. So we're going to go ahead and, man, is this a good idea or not? All right, I'm going to give it a shot anyway. 4 should be enough to take him out. And now it's just me and... Oh, God. Okay, yeah, he's going to... It literally only 1 hit has to get through. If he goes for all 4 attacks... Whoa, he did not. That is different. Wow, he should have taken me out right there. Let's see if this actually does the trick. Will it? Yes! Wow, okay. I did not expect that at all. I cannot... Wow. You should have had me easily there. Whew. That was a close one. All right. So the second one's down. Let's see if this keeps me in the 25% or if we get boosted in the 10% bracket. We're at 51 trophy points at this point. So, all right, it got us down to 19. So odds are the next victory will put us into the top 10% bracket. Let's see what we get here. I love getting the mystery packs if I can't get any other cards just because it adds to our loyalty points. We got food here. That's not bad. Food is actually used to level up your dinosaurs. So if you're noticing the dinosaurs level in the lower left corner of their icon, that's what that is. And of course, the higher level your dinosaur is, the more health it has, the stronger its attacks are. So we're going to go with Carnotaurus, Cooliosuchus, and Dimorphodon here. We have a nice healthy, whoa, but oh gosh, man, I got really stacked against here. Occasionally, the matchups are not very even. That is a shame. That's okay, though. I mean, literally, he can take me out in 1 hit. Oh, okay. So I'm going to at least... Yeah, this is kind of a lose-lose battle. I don't think I'm going to be able to get past this one. He's already got 1 dinosaur that can take out my Carnotaur pretty easily. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. All I can really do here is stack attacks and hope for the best. Hope that he messes up. But he has no reason to. Look at, he's got 2 creatures that are already significantly more powerful than me. So I know this is not going to turn out the way I would like. But we're going to keep it going. Okay, so he's got a stack of 5. He used all 5? Wow, I guess he thought I was going to block with 4 shields there. All right, so I only have 1 dinosaur left at this point, and none of his dinosaurs are out. So I think we can probably safely call this match and say that, yeah, it's going to be... him is the winner, or her. I can't tell by the profile picture there. All right, so we did manage to get at least 1, but now he's got the upper hand with Diplodocus. Sorry, I wanted to say Diplodocus. Man, he could have actually done some pretty serious damage there. I was surprised to see... Okay, so we actually got 2 shields. We might have a chance here, but I doubt it. So, all right, we'll go with shields first. And we'll go with stacks just to see if maybe we have the upper hand here. But again, it'll only take 2 attacks for his to get through. And, oh wow, this is a real close call here. I'm down to 68 health. I might actually have a chance to take this guy out. But once the other guy comes around, that's going to pretty much spell the end of it right there. All right, so that, no, not even close. All right, so he's down to 221. I've got 3 shields, but it only will take 1 of his to get through, and yep, that's the match. I kind of saw that coming. With a dinosaur as powerful as the starter, yeah, I knew that wasn't going to go too well. That's okay, though. Poor Carnotaurus. I love Carnotaurus. The bull T-Rex, as I call him. So, we didn't advance any there, so let's go ahead and try another match. It does happen. Sometimes it'll be tilted in my favor, other times it'll be tilted in theirs. Usually they're pretty good about having an even matchup, but other times it just doesn't turn out that way. But that's all right, though. So we'll go with Ankylosaurus, Caprosuchus, and Suchomimus. Those are pretty good dinosaurs right there. Suchomimus, I believe, is a relative to Baryonyx. I could be 100% wrong there. I really don't know. Suchomimus is sort of a new dinosaur to me. One of the things I've loved about this game is I've learned a lot. You know, I've been a fan of dinosaurs since I was just a toddler, and this game not only has, you know, most of the dinosaurs you've seen from the Jurassic franchise, but they have a lot of new ones as well. So I'm learning a lot about dinosaurs that I'd never even come across before, especially these amphibians. You know, usually when it came to dinosaurs, it was either carnivores or herbivores or pterosaurs, which technically aren't even classified as dinosaurs. They're classified as flying reptiles. So we're going to go for 2 attacks here just to weaken this guy. Again, he's got 2 hybrids here. So if you don't know what those are, of course, you know, I'm sure you've heard before of Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. So you can actually build an Indominus in this game along with several other new hybrids like Stegosaurus and lots of others. So we're already off to kind of a rough start here. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out. I'm going to see if I can take this guy out with what I have. We'll go with 2 shields and 1 save. I'm not sure if this is going to do the trick. Wow, okay, that did. We actually took out his hybrid dinosaur. So this one might be a little bit tougher. Again, he's already stronger than I am. His attack force is more than double my own. So it's not going to take him much to actually take me out here. So we're going to, again, go for all 5. I don't like using that. I don't like having no stacks in reserve. But this put me in a pretty good position because now 2 of his dinosaurs are toast. The last one isn't that strong. So we might actually have an opportunity here. Now he's going to take me out. I know this one completely. You probably use all... No, he only used 5. Okay. So this puts me in kind of a rough spot here because if he uses 3 shields, then I'm pretty much done for. So I'm going to go ahead and just sort of shield myself up because I don't think I could take him out with just 2 attacks. Wow, I was 100% right there. He used 3 shields. So now he only has 4. Wow, he could have probably taken me out with that one too. Maybe, I don't know. So we have 6. We should be able to take him out at this point. Yep, wow. That was an underdog victory for sure. Whew. That was a close call. This should be enough to put us over the 10% bracket at this point, or at least in the 10% bracket. And also, as you get into different brackets, your prizes get a little bit better from the choice wheel. So, yep, we're in the top 10% right now. That's the hunter bracket. Again, prizes get a little bit better from here on out. Your chances of getting Titanoboa in this Wheel of Fortune right here do increase. I think it's like 1 extra pack per wheel as you increase in the brackets. So we got another mystery pack. Not much here. That's the lowest pack you can get, but it does give us some of those much needed loyalty points. So we're going to go ahead and put those away for later. Save that for a rainy day. This is a 7-day event. My hope is that after the event, the Titanoboa will become available to purchase for loyalty points. A lot of times, especially when they get a new creature in, that ends up being the case. So I'm not really sure what I want to do here. A lot of my dinosaurs are next to each other. I don't want them to be too far apart health-wise. So that becomes an issue in terms of like, well, we'll see how this turns out. I don't like using 2 of the same type of dinosaur. Fortunately, it looks like that worked out here. I was afraid that the other guy would have 2 pterosaurs. That would really put us in a bind. So let's see what we got here. All right, it's usually the opponent's turn first. I'm not even sure how that works. So I have a high recommendation. Unless you can take out the guy's dinosaur in 1 hit and the turn is yours, always stack your turns. That gives you a lot more options. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple of shields up just in case. I want to keep this guy around for a while if possible. I think he's my highest health dinosaur here. So yeah, he did a little bit of damage there, but at least he used all of his attack moves. So now I know where he stands. He has no defenses, so I should be able to take him out in just 2 hits. We're going to put 1 shield up and then stack 2 for later. So the nice thing about this is all the dinosaurs are evenly matched, so I don't have to worry about going up against dinosaurs that are just going to take me down in 1 fell swoop. Okay, so he's probably stacking his turns up at this point. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 shields up. I don't mind if he takes out my dinosaur at this point because we still have 2 left. And I'd rather him use up all of his turns on attacks. That would definitely keep me going for a while. So he did. So again, I know where he stands now. And surprisingly, that did not take me out. That's different. Okay, so I should be able to use 2 attacks, 2 shields, 4 stacks. And he should be gone at this point. So that means he's 2 down, 1 to go. I haven't gotten a single KO yet. I'm sure that's coming with this turn here. So all he has to do is just go ahead and just throw down all 4 of his attacks to get me. He did not. Wow. He had a golden opportunity there. So we're just going to go ahead, since he's the last dinosaur, go for all 8, and we get a super attack. We get a cool cutscene. Every time I see one of these, it makes me think of the Megazord cut down sequence in Power Rangers where all of a sudden the sword starts getting struck by lightning, and it's just it's the finishing move. I love watching the finishing moves here. So we won that one too with 0 KOs. That does not happen very often in these PvP tournaments. So we're already at 24 away. So there's Titanoboa right there. Keeping my fingers crossed here. Come on. Come on. Oh, nope, none in sight. So we're going to get 45,000 dino coins. That's pretty good too. Nothing wrong with that. So let's go ahead and battle this out again. We're pretty close to the 5% tile at this point. So we'll go again with all 3 different ones. Stegosaurus, that's my hybrid, one of my hybrids. Ceratosaurus, and of course Dimetrodon, the one I talked about earlier, the one that I won in a tournament by being #1 in the world. Now we got some pretty stiff competition here, so let's see how this turns out. He's got 2 carnivores, which works really well since I've got my Ceratosaurus there. That should actually help me out quite a bit, so I don't mind using my turns to stack at this point so that I can go against both of his carnivores without any issue. Now he does have a pterosaur, which is very powerful against amphibians, so I got to be very careful here. Wow, that wasn't enough to take me out. Again, these attacks do stack, so at this point I should be able to go ahead and do a 3-prong attack since I know he has no defenses. That might, no, okay, so he and I both got lucky, and I hate, oh my gosh, I feel like such a traitor at this point. I'm going up against Giganotosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. So I guess maybe that's a bittersweet win for him. All right, so he has literally no health left. I should be able to take him out in just 1, but I'm going to go ahead and put 2 down there just in case. We'll go with 3 just to be on the safe side. All right, and poor Giganotosaurus. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm doing it for Titanoboa. Okay, so now we have an Indominus Rex. Indominus is one of the strongest in the game, not the strongest. I believe that honor goes to Udin, which is another hybrid between Tyrannus as well as Dimetrodon. So, okay, we're already 2 down. I think I can take this guy out effectively with just 3. I'll put 1 shield up to be on the safe side, because I know he doesn't have any defenses up at this point. Oh, wow, I got lucky there. Okay, so Indominus is down, and fortunately his final dinosaur is fairly weak and should not be able to take out my guy at this point. I don't know, though. That could be, oh, man, he got lucky, too. All right, so that's the 2nd loss we've had. That's a shame. I thought I had that in the bag. That's okay. It does happen. Sometimes you're actually fighting very smart players. So we'll go ahead and try this again. Now, as you can see, if you want to reuse other dinosaurs, it takes time for them to recharge. So you can either use speed-ups, which use Dinobucks, which can be difficult to obtain if you're not buying them, of course. And I don't want to do that. So at least not quite yet. I'd rather save that for my stronger dinosaurs. Okay, so we have, all right, so we have 2 herbivores here and 1 pterosaur. This could be a pretty even match, really, because my only weak dinosaur here compared to his team is my Dimetrodon. And unfortunately, man, he's one of my favorite flying dinosaurs, Rhamphorhynchus. The first dinosaur I ever came across in when I was learning about dinosaurs with a tail. My first flying dinosaur, I should say, flying dinosaur, really, am I going there? Flying reptile, prehistoric reptile. I think that's pretty fair. Okay, so that should, wow, okay, it did. So now I'm going to have a much better time against this guy. Now that my 1 weak guy is down, I should be able to take this guy out pretty quickly. And now it's pretty much an even fight from here on out. No dinosaur has a direct advantage or disadvantage over the others. Technically, mine does have more health and a better attack. And so we're going against Diplodocus here. I believe one of my community members yesterday told me Diplodocus was his favorite. Diplodocus, of course, is, as far as I know, still the longest dinosaur on record. So, sorry, buddy, if you're watching this. Sorry, I just took out your favorite dinosaur. So this is Pachycephalosaurus. Yep, standard Pachycephalosaurus. Dome skull guy here. Of course, the final version looks nothing like the real thing. Unfortunately, they tend to exaggerate level 40s quite a bit. And this is actually my favorite amphibian in the game. So I'm glad I got to finish him off. I mean, look at this. It's a crocodile with a shark's fin. All right, so yes, another victory. This should hopefully put us in the top 5 percentile at this point. So let's check this out. We got a nice amount of points there. So this should put us over the top. Yes, we're in the top 5%, so we're almost there. Remember, we're going for the top 1% here. So we're going to spin the wheel of life again, see if we can possibly get something really good. Well, we got some coins. Okay. Oh, we'll take those. Okay, we're going to battle it again. So what do we have left here? We're already starting to get close to the top. Okay, so Velociraptor and Stegosaurus. All right. 2 fan favorites for sure. So they're 2 very powerful dinosaurs that I have. I'm going to put them sort of on the back burner a little bit. The competition doesn't look that bad here. All right, so again, we're just going to start out with stacking. Nothing new there. Oh, and I'm going against my favorite amphibian. Why? I'm surprised he didn't actually switch out his dinosaur there. That was a golden opportunity for him. Of course, he doesn't have any dinosaurs that are directly useful against pterosaurs. That would be herbivores in this case. He doesn't have any. But, wow, okay. So, we've still got the upper hand. He's just playing it. All right. This puts me at a pretty nice advantage here. We're going to see if I can actually take this guy out. Really, he's the most devastating creature on his team. So if we can get this guy out pretty quickly, then we should be in relatively good shape. Really, the only weak member of my team at this point is my Stegosaurus against his carnivore. So we got a stack of 6. We should be able to finish him off at this point, unless he has a nice shield abundance. And yep, he has a perfect block right there. He had 2 defenses up, but that's okay because now I have a stack of 8. So even if he takes me out at this point, he uses all 5 of his attacks. Well, he only used 3, but okay, so he has a possibility of 2 shields up now. So this makes things a little bit interesting, especially since I've got a weaker dinosaur here. So we're going to go ahead and use 4 and 4. And that might be enough. Okay, yeah, good. All right, so we got him down. Should be an even playing field now at this point. That is unless I decide to switch it out for my Stegosaurus, which may not be a bad idea here. Because I don't want my final dinosaur to be going up against a carnivore. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and switch it out to Stegosaurus just to be on the safe side. We should be able to get it with 4. Don't know if that's overkill or not. Nope, it was just right. Alright, so now he's got 1 left. My dinosaur is, interestingly enough, not that much weaker. I mean, yeah, he's got less health than I do. His attack is stronger, but he's not that much off. So I might be able to just finish him off right here with the Stegosaurus. Let's do this. Power attack. Finishing move. Yep, and we got him. You whip that tail, Stego. Yeah. Boom. We have another victory, so this should put us farther in the lead for the 5% bracket. So we're getting pretty close here. And we've only been playing for about half an hour. That's not bad. A little less than half an hour. I think it's been about, what, 25 minutes? All right, so we're getting close to the top here. All right, are we going to get it this time? Oh, legendary, legendary. Oh, man, I keep missing the really good ones. What is up with that? Just by 1. Legendary is probably the best standard card pack you can get. So you've got the mystery card pack, you've got the common card pack, the rare, the super rare, and the legendary. And legendary can contain dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus Rex, and my 3rd favorite dinosaur, which I still do not have in this game yet, Ceratosaurus. A small Allosaurid type dinosaur with a horn on its nose. All right, so yeah, he's got a pretty strong dinosaur in the back right there. So if I can get these guys down pretty quick, I might stand a decent chance. Okay, so he starts out pretty slow with his Stegosaurus. I'm going to just keep stacking at this point. Because if he kills this guy, if he kills my Ichthyostega, then he has to go up against my Dimetrodon, which is going to have a direct advantage over his Stegosaurus. And he's not going to have any dinosaurs that are real competitors to him. So I thought that was going to finish him off. It didn't, but he only has 15 health left. So if he uses all 3 of his turns, yep, then I know exactly what he has. That means he has no defenses at this point. Unfortunately, it means I don't have a strong dinosaur to go up against his level 40 carnivore. But this does mean that I can save, only attack with 1, put a couple of shields up so I can help just maintain my Dimetrodon's status for a while, because I really want to keep him alive. But, you know, it'd be easier if I just went ahead and swapped out my herbivore here. That'd be the better way to go, because he's going to do a little bit of damage to my Dimetrodon. Alright, so I think it's probably a good idea for us to do a little switcheroo here, because I don't want my final dinosaur to have such a heavy advantage against him. So this should be enough to do the trick. Alright, good. So we're already at the upper hand now. We have 2 dinosaurs left. He only has 1. It is his strongest dinosaur, though. And he can take me out in only 2 hits. So if he uses just 2 of his attacks, I have none. Oh, he used all 4. Wow. And it was a Suchomimus, by the way. I can't tell when they have the level 40 logo on them. They're just too obscure looking. So, yep, we're in good shape. We can finish him off at this point with our finishing move. Go for it, Dimetrodon. Coolest 4-legged carnivore ever. Yeah, there we go. Still have yet to see a Dimetrodon in any of the movies. But who knows? Maybe we'll see one in the next one, Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. The trailer should be dropping in the next few weeks. Looking forward to seeing that. Seeing if we get to see any new dinosaurs teased at us. So how far along? Okay, so we're almost at the top 1%. It may take another 2 battles to get there. So let's see if I can get Titanoboa this time. And, well, we got 100 DNA. That's not bad. DNA in this game is used to create dinosaurs in your dino lab. So, okay, we're running low on resources here, so we'll go ahead and get Diplotator, which is and Spinoraptor and Pteranodon. So the 2 former, of course, are hybrids. And so, yeah, they're by default. Whoa, okay, so it's really stacked in our favor this time. It's a nice change of pace. Again, I like it when it's an even fight, but especially when you start getting into these upper brackets, it's nice when you have almost a guaranteed win. So he just went up and straight used his attack. I would have stacked at the very least there. But okay, more power to you. We're just going to use 1 attack and take him out real quick. All right. So the next guy should be pretty easy because, again, amphibians... Oh, again, Giganotosaurus! You're making me feel guilty, kid. All right, so we're going to have to spank this guy too. He doesn't really have much of a chance. He only has 61 attack power. So... Again, I'm just going to stack here. I'm going to let that guy walk around as long as I can. Even if he uses all 5 of his attacks here, it's really not going to do much. It put a dent in there, but with only 61 attack power. I mean, he's not even swapping out his dinosaurs. That's different. Okay, so 1 should do it just fine. I'll put 1 shield just to be on the safe side. It's not like he can really do anything to me at this point, but... And it's Bonitosaurus. Man, the level 40 version of that looks so weird. Okay, so it looks like we might have a perfect game on this one, a perfect match. We're going to go ahead and just finish him off. Get the Diplotator's final move there. There we go. He's actually part Irritator. That's actually a dinosaur name, Irritator. It's a carnivorous creature. And I believe in the same family as Spinosaurus. So again, will this be enough to push us over the top into 1%? Close. Oh, we are in the top 4 of the top 5%. Okay, spin the wheel of life again. Can we get Titanoboa? Oh, so close. Well, we got a mystery pack. All right, we'll take it. I'll take it where I can get it. At least that way we know we're getting some loyalty points out of it. But man, so now twice we've gotten close to getting Titanoboa right off the bat on day 1. All right, so I'm running out of dinosaurs at this point. We might have to do a spread here. I don't like doing this, but all right, we'll do it. Prionosuchus, and let's see. All right, this should be a decent team up. The different levels of health and attack power aren't that great. So we shouldn't have... Wow, and again, we have sort of an advantage right off the bat. That's a nice... Wow, so twice in a row now. I'll take it where I can get it. Okay, so once again, we're going to go ahead and see if we can take this guy out. All right, he's doing a dino swap. That's probably a smart move against his Stegosaurus, but he's only using 1 attack power. This probably means he, well, he would have had a shield but okay, so we're just going to go ahead and stack here. Really, we already have a pretty decent advantage. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take him out in one fell swoop. And that should be enough to do the trick. Okay, good. So now, once again, we're up against his... He should actually be able to take me out if he uses all 4 of his attacks at this point. Wow, and he didn't. Okay. So, once again, I'm going to see if maybe I can get all 4. We'll stack a couple, and wow, okay, once again, down for the count. And so now we're going up against his Gallimimus, the ostrich dinosaur. This should be able to do the trick. Wow, I was actually thinking he'd use all 8. Smart move on his part. So he probably has either 3 stacks or 3 shields or some sort of combination of the 2. So I'm going to go ahead. I should be able to use all 6, but I'm going to go ahead and just to be on the safe side. And yes, he had 2 shields. So I might have been able to do it at this point, but there's no use risking it. My guy's pretty powerful in health anyway. And now that I have a stack of 8, I can just finish him off with a nice, strong, swift finishing move. And this should put us in the top 1. Victory! Yeah! That is a funny looking dinosaur. Okay. So this should put us in the top 1, but I'm not quite satisfied yet because I want to get at least 1 more victory in there. That way I can ensure that I'm at least deep into the top 1%. And so I'm going to go ahead and play 1 more time. But yeah, we got the top 1%, which means if we can hold this position for the next week, Titanoboa will be ours. The largest snake species ever recorded. So, okay, nothing overly impressive there. 60,000 dino coins. It's still pretty decent, but I'm pretty fat with dino coins right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use my top 3 dinos here. And we're going to go ahead and close this off. Hopefully we don't get any, like an entire team of amphibians here, because that would definitely throw us off. At least if they do that, we have our Untitled. And that definitely helps us out. So yeah, there is one very powerful Ichthyostega maxed out. Yeah, he can do some pretty hefty damage here. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and stack. I'll let my Tyrannosaurus be the decoy. So he can go ahead and finish him off if he wants to, because if he does, I'll have the upper hand next round with my Untitled. So yeah, for the last battle of the game, hopefully this is the last battle, because if not, I'm going to have to play it again just to make sure I get a little bit more deeply rooted in the top 1%. So he could have easily taken me out at this point and hasn't. So I'm going to go ahead and just... So I still managed to get a hit in there. That's nice. That'll make things a little bit easier for my Untitled next time around. Let's see if he uses all 5 of his attack moves. It wouldn't be the wisest thing on his part. So he used 4. He used most of them. So we can assume here that he probably has 1 defense shield up. But we should be able to take him out in just 3. So I'm going to put 1 shield up, 4 stacks. That should be enough. Yep, perfect move. 2 was just enough to take him out. But now we're against a herbivore here, so this could be a little bit ugly. The differences in our attack moves is not that great, and I've got more than double the health he does, so I should be able to just go ahead and take him out. And even if I don't, wow, okay, 4 block. He knew this was coming. Alright, so let's see if he actually uses all 4. Even if he does, I don't think it's enough to take me out, so we're going to try this again. And he uses 3 that time, so he probably uses 1 stack. So he's trying to wear me down slowly at this point, which is a smart move on his part. Alright, we're going to try this again, see if we can finish him off. As long as 2 of our attacks get through, it should be enough. And we'll go ahead and stack the rest. So yeah, 2 attacks got through. Even if he goes all out, even if he has an attack power that stacks 8 times, actually that won't even be enough this time around, because his final dinosaur is so weak compared to mine. So even if he uses all 7 of his attacks, he'll do his finishing move, but it won't actually finish me off. Yep, and that took away, let's see, a little over half my health. So yep, Now it's our turn to pull our finishing move. Yeah, that's right. You growl at the camera. You chirp at the camera. Whatever it is you do. Go, Eudomorphodon. There we go. And in just one round, roughly about 30 minutes or so, we were able to start this tournament and get in the top 1%. Now, I just have to be able to hold this for the next 7 days, which is not going to be easy. So what do you guys think about this? What is your opinion on Titanoboa? What would you do if you came across one of these guys in real life? Would you run like crazy? Would you try to go up against it? Would you throw your friend in the way? Tell me, let me know in the comments below. What is your favorite prehistoric creature that is not necessarily a dinosaur? Let me know in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter at MythicTyrant. A link to my Twitter feed can be found in the description below. And I hope you've been enjoying this new series so far. If you find this worthy of your time, you enjoy watching these videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you. Love to see you watch more of my stuff. Love to see you comment so we can get these conversations started. I love dinosaurs, and I love having dinosaur conversations. So that subscribe button is right there if you want to press it. And of course, if you want to get notified as soon as I post a video and you want a push notification, we have a notification icon that you can click so that you know as soon as a video goes live, and you can be one of the first to comment. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. I hope everybody had a real happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone's being safe today because it's Black Friday, so a lot of people are getting a little crazy out there. So stay safe out there. Have a very great, fun, and safe weekend. I'll catch you all right back here next time. Thanks again for watching. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.